Doveland, Wisconsin was like any other town, a community of hardworking families and old wooden structures quietly nestled amidst dense, whispering forest foliage. It thrived peacefully until, inexplicably, it vanished without a trace. The dates became folklore, hushed whispers around campfires, tales for drifters who dared tread its haunted soil. On a pitch-black night, fueled by curiosity and skepticism, a young paranormal investigator named Edgar Beale made the decision that would alter his life forever. Armed with his gadgets and a thirst for truth, he ventured into the eerie landscape surrounding Doveland. The forest loomed large, a tangled mass of shadows and mist. The air held a strange metallic tang, dense and suffocating. Edgar's flashlight beam wavered, barely cutting through the thick fog that curled around him like ghostly tendrils. He felt them before he saw them, eyes upon him from unseen watchers, their presence like electric static in the air. He pressed on, his heart pounding against the cage of his chest. Some innate part of him screamed for retreat, but he was drawn forward by a force he couldn't explain. Phantom screams pierced the silence like shards of glass, echoing from the depths of the fog. Edgar stumbled to his knees, clutching his ears. Those cries carried a haunting mix of despair and rage, as if souls tormented by eternal unrest. As abruptly as they came, they vanished, leaving oppressive silence in their wake. Steeling himself, Edgar rose and continued, a slave to his purpose. He had to know what secrets lay in Doveland's cursed heart. It wasn't long before the mist parted, revealing what was once a town square, now overgrown and decayed. The fountain stood at its center, a grotesque caricature of what it might have been, obscene figures worn smooth by time. Then he saw them, shadow figures, barely human silhouettes shifting through the fog like dancers in a macabre ballet. They flickered and disappeared, always at the edges of his vision, never clear enough to discern. Among the wreckage, Edgar found an old journal. Mildewed and fragile, its pages whispered truths dark and unimaginable. The town's last chronicler had documented their decline into madness. It spoke of the fog's arrival and how it devoured their sanity, painting the skies with phantom horrors until they lay bare against its ghastly canvas. Edgar realized he wasn't alone. The shadow figures drew closer, their whispers a sinister symphony that enveloped him. He felt the pressure close in, cold hands brushing against his skin. Doveland had called him, just like it had called the others. As the fog wrapped around his consciousness, he felt his screams echoing back from the void, joining the chorus of lost souls. Edgar kept walking and disappeared into the forest. He was never seen or heard from again.